You know, after watching SmackDown Live tonight, I can understand that people will say that, oh, this show is better than Raw by default. You can make the argument all you want. But I'm just going to say it. After sitting here for 2 hours and watching SmackDown Live tonight, for me, left a very, very bad taste in my mouth. It's crazy to think that, hey, SummerSlam is literally in a couple of weeks from now. Couple of weeks. I would say now 2 weeks from now, right? In New York, one of their biggest markets in the country. You know, their second biggest show of the year, right? Next to WrestleMania. And they have been struggling. And I mean really, really struggling with trying to get people invested, trying to get people to look forward to that event. And hell, try to get people to buy a ticket to the show. I'm pretty sure, yeah, people bought tickets all the fuck you want. But when you think about it, right, over these past couple of years, SummerSlam has always tend to be a failure, right? But instead of trying to get people to get invested, buy a ticket, and all that, right? Here they are, shoving down everyone's throat, Evolution. Which, by the way, is in a couple of months from now, it's in October. You have people on the roster from both Raw and SmackDown coming out and fake dick riding this event. Fake dick riding how important this event is. With the significance of this event. But we're forgetting that, hey, SummerSlam is just a couple of weeks away. Good job, WWE. Way to go, buddy. Way to fucking go. And here's the thing about it, okay? I have no problem with WWE doing an all-women's pay-per-view. I don't have a problem with that. To me, when I just think about it, to me, it's meh, whatever. Because I hate this notion. I said this before and I'm going to just say it again. I hate this notion that WWE have to fucking make a big deal out of something so small. It's fine if you want to do women's pay-per-view, but you know what? Let's stop pretending like this is a fucking big monumental thing. Yeah, I get it. It's WWE's first women's event. First women's pay-per-view for WWE. But at the same time, there's been other promotions that have done the same thing before. Shimmer, Shine, WSU, Impact Wrestling. But you know the difference, though, between them and WWE? That Shimmer, Shine, WSU, and Impact Wrestling with the knockouts, right? They're like Nike. They just fucking do it. They don't fucking go out there and try to make an ESPN moment or a Rolling Stone moment or a Fox Sports moment or a fucking Forbes article. No. They just go out there and do it. They don't give a fuck. They don't. But because, oh, it's WWE, we gotta fucking get every single news outlet out there. Fucking put Ronda Rousey front and center of all this shit. Let's be real about it. Let's keep it 100 here. Do you think for 1 minute, if Ronda Rousey was inside the WWE, that they would actually be wasting their time with this Evolution pay-per-view? Fuck no. Fuck no. But again, today you had this past couple weeks, you had the roster from Raw, from SmackDown, the male roster, the male superstars coming out there, talk about how important this event is. Like, seriously, could we just stop with this shit? Seriously. It's ridiculous now. It's fucking ridiculous. This fucking agenda that's being forced on everyone's throat right now. And you know what? What I'm about to say, I know for a lot of people may be fucked up. I know for a lot of people, again, I know there's women that watch my videos. And if you're a woman that gets easily offended, hey, guess what? You're subbed to my channel. Just like you subbed, you can click the unsub button down below. Okay, I don't give a fuck. A part of me, real talk, all this shoving down your throat about Evolution, there's a part of me, a small part of me, low key, that wants this show to bomb. For real. I'm just going to say it. You know? it's one thing them doing it, another thing is them doing it and then fucking going out there and just shoving this shit down your fucking throat, which they've been doing. And top it all off tonight, WWE ruined a good story here with Becky Lynch. Becky Lynch, who's been winning matches left and right, week after week, month after month, right? On this fucking winning streak. Beating the likes of Peyton Royce and Billie Kay, Mandy Rose, Sonya Deville, Carmella, to name a few, to get this opportunity at a championship match at SummerSlam against the SmackDown Women's Champion. In this case, unfortunately, being Carmella. Right? A story that in some way, shape, or form I was looking forward to seeing. And how does WWE today, in just one simple move, they fucked this whole thing up? Oh, I know. Let's add Charlotte Flair. The same Charlotte Flair has been gone for weeks to get breast implants, comes back, and fucking takes the spotlight away. Way to go, WWE. Really, way to fucking go. How about instead, why not wait to freaking bring back Charlotte after SummerSlam? You know? That would have been the right move to do. Or if not, you know what? Asuka ain't doing shit right now. What the fuck is Asuka doing right now? Asuka has been a fucking bust since fucking coming up to the main roster. I don't know, maybe do the rematch between Asuka and Charlotte at SummerSlam? If you really wanted Charlotte to that badly be on the SummerSlam card, because there's probably that, you know, that fucking, not there being any trust or unconfidence that, hey, that Carmella and Becky can go out there and deliver for the SmackDown Women's Division, that we had to fucking so badly get Charlotte to come back before anything and crap. Like, it's so fucking ridiculous, you know? Other than that, again, SmackDown Live, I get it for a lot of you fucks out there. Oh, this was a very better show than Monday Night Raw. But when you look between the lines here, not really. Again, WWE has 2 weeks, mother flowers, to get people invested into SummerSlam. Good luck. Good fucking luck. I'm going to take over Brooklyn. I'm going to that event. SummerSlam, though, however, I don't know. I feel sorry for anyone that has a ticket right now. I feel sorry for anyone that's going to the show and expecting a fucking miracle. We'll see. We'll fucking see. SmackDown tonight was live from Tampa, Florida. If you have a different point of view, if you thought SmackDown Live tonight was good, was it bad, let me know in the comment there down below in this video. If you're new to this channel, hit that sub button down below. Give this video a big old thumbs up and all that fun stuff. Follow me on Twitter at HeelSteven. So the show kicked off with Renee Young trying to interview Becky Lynch, talking about the opportunity at SummerSlam, how apparently Becky hasn't had a championship match, or she hasn't even held the SmackDown Women's title since freaking 2016. The last championship match she had was at WrestleMania 33 in that multi-women match. And again, they told this good story with her getting all these wins low-key under the radar, right? And she gets all these wins to get an opportunity to wrestle Carmella for the championship. Out comes Carmella. And Carmella talks about how she started off as a manager and how no one really thought of her as in such a regard. How when Becky was in NXT, she never really gave Carmella any advice. How when Carmella, was still in NXT, Becky came up to the main roster with the 4 Horsewomen, or not Bayley, but you kind of get the idea. And how things are, and how she admits there's a lot of people that, don't like Carmella. They want her to leave, and just pretty much her trying to, get serious with the shit. They go to shake hands, sort of, and then they play James Ellsworth. Mind, the same James Ellsworth that was fired, right? The same James Ellsworth that, was gone last week, right? And Becky Lynch turns around, tries to see what the fuck's going on, and then Carmella attacks her. Carmella attacks her, like, come on, if you didn't see this coming, like, come on, bro. I'm just saying, it's ridiculous. But Carmella attacks her. Then out of nowhere, out comes Charlotte Flair for the save. And then you find out backstage because after this, right, Paige and Carmella are backstage, and Carmella trying to yell at Paige about what happened, and then Paige makes it official that the main event tonight, again, the Women's Evolution, with the Flair Evolution, the main event tonight is Carmella versus Charlotte, where we've seen this before, right? Where if Charlotte wins, she gets added to the SummerSlam match. It becomes a triple threat match. At that moment, I'm like, please let Carmella win. You know it's bad when I'm cheering for fucking Carmella and hoping that she would win, but come on, let's be real about it. You know she was gonna fucking win. You know she was not. We get the first match of the night, the second tag team match in the tag team championship tournament. We had the Bar versus the Usos. I thought it was a fun match. Probably the best thing on the show, hands down. But then again, I feel like their match from Survivor Series from this past year was better than this. But nonetheless, it was a very, very fun match. It was crazy back and forth. We had the New Day, though, however. The New Day came out. They had their own commentary table for 3. And throughout this match, they would go back and forth between the regular commentary team of Corey Graves and Byron Saxton and freaking the other guy, the fucking you can't get the idea of Tom Phillips. There you go, Tom fucking Phillips. And they go back and forth with the New Day, just back and forth, right? It's confusing as all shit. But the match itself was pretty good. It looked like the Usos were gonna get the win, but Cesaro catches. I want to say Jimmy Uso with an uppercut in midair, and then Sheamus rolls up the other Uso for the 1, 2, 3. So the Usos now face the New Day next week, and the winner of that match is gonna go on the SummerSlam to face the Bludgeon Brothers. It should be a fun match next week. If I'm predicting right now, I honestly would go with the Bar. I honestly would. It's a fresh match that we haven't seen yet, so why the fuck not? Okay? Samoa Joe cuts a promo on AJ Styles in the ring. Talks about how AJ Styles is so content with being WWE champion, living out of a suitcase, than being at home with his family, his kids, his wife. How low key, if you will, AJ Styles, his wife and kids want Styles to lose at SummerSlam. How Samoa Joe will be WWE champion. So in other words here, what I liked about this was Samoa Joe got personal with Styles. Got personal at the same time that he did say that he did respect AJ Styles. He did respect them. How Styles trying to go out of his way to make the WWE title prestigious. I look forward to the match. I really, really do. It should be a fun match. Again, they've had matches before. I trust the talent. It's just me trusting creative. And right now, so far, it's going good. I'm not gonna lie. It's going pretty good. Next week, AJ Styles will respond in the ring. Let's see where they go from here. But again, Samoa Joe tonight cut a very, very good promo. And then we got another promo from Jeff Hardy. About what it means to be the U.S. champion, right? He goes out to call out Randy Orton. Orton's coming out, and Nakamura from behind attacks Jeff Hardy. And there's an alliance now. It looks like there's an alliance between Jeff Hardy and Nakamura. Orton, again, right now, is probably the best heel on the main roster. A motivated Randy Orton, that is, on top of his fucking game. Starts stomping on Jeff Hardy to the point where he takes him to the outside, rips off his shirt, rips off his tassels that he has on his arm, whatever. Then starts punching the shit out of Jeff Hardy to the point where he grabs a water bottle and pours it in Hardy's face and grabs a cold towel, trying to rub the paint out of his chest. And literally, what he's trying to do is literally break the identity, or trying to, take away the identity of Jeff Hardy here. Which, again, I thought a motivated Randy Orton is great. Now, from SummerSlam, from what it looks like, again, if I'm predicting stuff right now, they'll probably do a triple threat between Shinsuke Nakamura, Jeff Hardy, and Randy Orton for the U.S. title. Not to have anything against it, it's just them, again, let's see where they go with this. We then go from that to a women's match between Zelina Vega and Alana, which was sponsored by Sonic. Yeah, Andrade Cien Alma at ringside. I'm going to say this match sucked. This match really, really just sucked. These two women wrestled like amateurs out there. Again, you have this pay-per-view called Evolution coming up, right? You want to showcase the women, which I totally understand, but know what you're showcasing, right? I get it's possibly that, hey, Lana and Zelina Vega never worked together. I get that. I understand this is Zelina Vega's first match on the main roster. But this was a bad showcase to, again, this was a bad presentation to showcase the women. Like, if I were to show a casual viewer who doesn't even watch wrestling on the daily, hey, WWE in a couple of months having a women's pay-per-view called Evolution. Let me show you what these women are all about. That can maybe convince you to watch Evolution in October, and they see Zelina Vega and Lana, they're gonna laugh at me. What the fuck is this shit? Ridiculous. It reminded me of two wenches fucking fighting at a nightclub on a Saturday night over a fucking drink. That's literally what they reminded me of. They fought like drunk chicks. I shit you not. Ultimately, Al came in, and it was because Andrade tried to get up on the apron, brawls with Andrade, distracts Lana, and Zelina Vega rolls up Lana for the 1-2-3. Backstage, it looks like Rusev was mad in English, and then Lana tells Rusev that, hey, she could have really used Rusev out there though tonight in this match. I understand that Rusev is going through a crisis right now. It's funny too, because literally Lana here, her accent is going, with that Russian accent that she had is gone, right? So I'm predicting right now, maybe at SummerSlam, they'll probably do a mixed tag team match. Granted, is it something that I would have pictured Andrade doing at SummerSlam? Not really. But at the same time, it's something for him to do, I guess, to get him on the show. It is what it is. It is what it is. But again, they could have done way much better with Andrade Cien Alma here, in my honest opinion. Daniel Bryan comes out, and he's challenging The Miz to a match at SummerSlam. And during this whole thing as well, right, Bryan talks about Evolution. Literally, he's out there to promote Evolution. Which, again, what I'm saying, the bullshit here. Them shoving this shit down your throat. Them, again, fake dick riding, this bullshit. I understand that years ago, Brie Bella, who's Bryan's wife, was involved in that 30-second match, whatever the fuck it was, that started this whole thing, the hashtag give divas a chance. And then Miz comes up on the Jumbotron, on the Titantron, to promote his show, Miz and Mrs. So essentially here, you have both guys here promoting something different that had nothing to do with these guys, right? And their potential match. And then Miz goes on to say that he is, you just can't have a match like that. You just can't go out there and just issue a challenge. No. He has to, again, Bryan has to go through Mrs. Agent. Miz is a star, and then Bryan goes on to just bring him back to reality. Say, hey, there are better people that have done this better than you as far as being a wrestler than going to become a star in Hollywood. That the Miz is not a Rock, he's not even a John Cena, and how at the end of the day, Miz is just soft. And then Miz goes on to say that when it's all said and done, all Daniel Bryan will do, because again, think about this too, right? This goes back to Talking Smack, where Miz got in Bryan's face because Bryan called Miz a coward then, right? And Miz got in his face. Bryan walked away, right? They didn't do anything about it. But now Bryan is back and he's confronting Miz, even though they're not together, they're not in the ring and shit. And Miz proceeds to play a soundbite of babies crying to sum up Daniel Bryan. Excuse me. Now, I think they'll do the match at SummerSlam. I get it. People want to see it at Mania. I understand it. But you know what? Get this match out of the way. Because, again, we're not sure if Bryan is re-signing. We're not really sure about that. So, if you do the match, you do it. I mean, they can even do this whole thing where, hey, Bryan might put his career on the line. I doubt they'll do that, but we'll see. But again, I'm all for the match. I just hate the idea of them just forcing this bullshit of Evolution down everyone's fucking throat. We then had the main event, Charlotte and Carmella, one-on-one. Where again, if Charlotte wins, she gets added to the championship match at SummerSlam. The fact that Carmella is closing SmackDown tonight, god damn, really, really left a bad taste in my mouth as well. You mean to tell me we couldn't have, the Bar and the Usos closing the show? But instead but again, I get it. Evolution, we got to showcase the women here, right? We got to make the women look strong as we're heading into this fucking big event coming up in October. But mind you, we got SummerSlam in just 2 weeks. But that could take a backseat. It's sad, really. It really is sad that WWE's second biggest show of the year is taking a fucking backseat to this women's pay-per-view. And what do you know? What the fuck do you know? Mind you, at the same time, Becky Lynch was watching backstage, right? Carmella backstage said that, she knows for a fact that Becky is not cheering for Charlotte, right? And what the fuck do you know? Charlotte comes back and gets a win over Carmella. Hits the sloppiest figure eight that I've ever seen. This match was not my cup of tea. And it was sad when I'm cheering for fucking Carmella to win and she loses. So you know what that means, right? It's gonna be a triple threat. So again, WWE ruined a good story that they were building up with Becky Lynch. All these wins to get to this opportunity, and let's throw a wrench and have Charlotte come back from breast implant surgery and place her in this match. Because again, if you're gonna do a SummerSlam, you gotta have Charlotte there. But at the same time, what the fuck's up with Asuka? Asuka's become a fucking missing thing on the show. But again, I felt like SmackDown Live tonight, compared to Raw, I get it. Yeah, it was the better show. But again, it left a bad taste in my mouth. And again, you could even say it's because them and Evolution. And this shit will not stop. I'm telling you right now, this will not stop. This will continue until we get close to that show. And it's very sad that SummerSlam, which is again WWE's second biggest show of the year, is taking a backseat to Evolution. I can only imagine tomorrow, NXT. Don't be surprised in NXT tomorrow. You see freaking Dakota Kai, Bianca Belair, Candice LeRae, freaking, who else? Lacey Evans, Vanessa Bourne, Kairi Sane. Start hyping up Evolution as well. Hell, even Nikki Cross, who was actually at Raw when the shit was announced in the first place. Remember that? Don't be surprised if NXT tomorrow you see them hyping up that pay-per-view as well. It's now or never. But that's my honest opinion, Mother Flowers. Give me your thoughts down below in the comment thread of this video. Did you enjoy SmackDown Live? Are you sick and tired of them shoving this agenda down your fucking throat with Evolution? Give me your thoughts down below. Follow me on Twitter at HeelSteven. I'll be back tomorrow for my NXT review. This Thursday, I'll also be reviewing Impact Wrestling. Just so you guys know. Alright? That's it for me, y'all. Follow me on Twitter at HeelSteven. As always, hate, comment, and subscribe, Mother Flowers. I'm out, y'all. Peace out, y'all. I guarantee you out there as well, there's not a woman out there. I guarantee you there's women out there as well that are getting tired of the same shit as well. I'm just saying. It's fucking annoying. God damn it, yo. Anything for Evolution. God damn it, WWE. Way to fucking go.